Yeah, so no snow for us. But there's some snow other places.
I had an exclusive interview with the ski director in the western U.S., and here's an example of the magnitude of snow they are dealing with right now. Well, we had a lackluster winter, of course. It's been the opposite end of the spectrum in the West. I had the opportunity to interview Matt Lee Trent, the director of ski operations at Bear Valley Resort in California. And while we've had a paltry 10 inches of snow, you've had how much?
We just hit 643 inches within the last hour for the season record so far. And we just broke our season record from 82-83 yesterday morning, which was standing at 639 inches. At my house alone, it's sitting 3 feet above my deck, which is 16 feet tall, and I'm skiing out the second story door, every day now. So
what is, now you've seen a seasonal snowfall amount just over 640 inches. What is the depth of that snow? Of course, there is some compaction that does occur with snow.
Sure. Right now, in our base area here, where I'm talking to you from, we've got 196 inches currently sitting on the ground. Up at the summit, we've got 238. So we've got a little bit of a difference there, and the summit's around 8,500 feet, and the lodge level here is about 7,600 feet.
Has all this snow negatively impacted operations there at the resort?
Yeah, I'll be honest there. I think any operator in California or the West Coast would tell you that right now. These type of years tax everything from the employee staying mentally and physically fit to handle the challenges, to the weather challenges. Sometimes there's road closures. There's just too much volume of snow to even operate the resort. From a safe standpoint, this season we've had a lot of interesting temperature fluctuations also, along with the storm intensity coming in really quick.
Right.
So the avalanche hazards have really, I think we've closed 4 days just due to avalanche hazards, besides the other reasons we've had to close on a handful of other days this season. I can tell you that throughout the rest of the resort here, if you just imagine a chairlift and how tall those things typically are, we have a lot of chairlifts in areas around the resort that you just couldn't go under for a while until we roped them off and then got our snowcats in there to start digging things out. So you might have a chair that was typically 20, 25 feet above you as you skied under it, which was now head height in some areas. So it's immense. And that's something we talked about earlier, just how we deal with operations and that type of stuff.
Right.
You're basically moving 5 or 6 feet of snow off the whole mountain sometimes just to make things operable, which really can take both your night crews. That's all they're doing. So they don't have an opportunity to groom at all. They're just moving snow out of the way so we can recover, so to speak. So that's been the big word in the industry out here, is just recovery this season and trying to figure out how to manage that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the weather pattern is going to give up anytime soon in the West.
It's not. I think my crew, we've had 44 days of avalanche control out of about roughly 90 days of operation so far.
Nice.
So that's almost half of the days we've been open. We've been having early morning avalanche control days. So it's a good one for the whole crew, getting educated and keeping everybody in the mix about what we need to expect sometimes.
To your incredible package you did about what's going on out west, that was nuts, man. The picture's
Absolutely
crazy.
incredible. As a matter of fact, they've had as much snow. Okay, listen to this. 1/4 of an inch per hour every day since the first day of December is how much they've accumulated. And the total snow you've had in your backyard since 2008, you add that up, that's how much they've had.
That's insane to even think about.
I
Now,
know.
what are you traveling around in a sled?
The guy said
He
he's
skis
skiing
to and from
down
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said the piles on the side of the road are 18 feet high.
That's something that's unimaginable.
I can't either.
know how people function. I don't know how people get around and get to work. And I also don't understand. I know we kind of went into it there, but I still don't comprehend how they actually operate the ski lift with everything going on.
They move all the snow away so it can move.
It sounds like it's a round the clock job. I mean, they're going crazy.
They are physically exhausted and they can't wait for it to melt in July.
And you said it's not going to stop.
No, this pattern is just going to keep on going. He said they're going to close the resort in the middle of April because most people go to the beach and they don't get as much business. But that snow is going to be around until the middle of July. And there's a good bit of moisture content in it, so it's going to fill the reservoirs this summer. So it's a really good. California's in a great position for agriculture.
I was about to say the perks of California. Snow's done, you go to the beach.
Yeah.
You go to the beach. Real quick, any snow coming up here? Or are we
No.
good? Good. All right.
Love to hear that.